Questions 1 through 10 on the 2003 Grade 8 Gauss Math Contest. The value of 1 plus 0.101 plus 0.011 plus 0.001 is. So the best way to approach these questions is to line them all up, and it will allow you to add them a little bit easier. So once you do, we can just use our basics of addition. So this column we've got 3, this one we got 1, this one 1, and 1. Now the only thing about these questions is that just be careful when you choose the answer choices because they tend to be similar. So 1.113 is 1b. The value of this is, so we got 1 plus 2 plus 3, then minus 4, then plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, then minus 8, plus 9, plus 10, plus 11, and a minus 12 at the very end. So we can do the pluses first. 1, 2, 3 is 6, 5, 6, 7 is 18, and 9, 10, 11 is 30. And then the minuses, we got minus 4, minus 8 is minus 12, and minus 12 again is minus 24. So this looks like 54 minus 24, and that is 30. So number 2, the answer is A. At a school fundraiser, $3,109 was raised. The money was shared equally among 25 charities. The amount received by each charity from the school was. So $3,109 divided by 25 would give you how much each charity receives, and that is $124.36. So number 3, the answer is E. The square of the square root of 17 is, so first you take the square root of 17, this part, and then you take the square of that. Well, the square of the square root is just the number. And if you're not convinced, we can convert the square root sign into its exponent form in terms of a number, and it's a half. Square root basically means an exponent of a half. And if you remember, now you would multiply these two together. So it'd be 17, 2 over 2, which is 2 over 2 is just 1, so it would be 17 to the power of 1, which is just 17. So 4, the answer is C. In the diagram, triangle ABC is isosceles with AB equal to AC. Angle ABC is 50, angle DAC is 60, the value of x is. So these are isosceles sides, and therefore if this angle is 50, this angle is 50 right here. That's a fundamental property of isosceles triangles. Now, in this triangle right here, the sum of the angles is 180. So that means x plus 50 plus 60 is 180 degrees. And therefore x plus 110 is 180. X is equal to 70. So number 5, the answer is A. What number, when doubled and then increased by 13, equals 89? So you take a number, and then you double it, and then you add 13, and that equals 89. So that's the mathematical equation. And then you just solve this. So 2x would be 89 minus 13. 2x therefore is 76, and therefore x is equal to 76 over 2. X is 38. So 6, the answer would be D. The table to the right shows the high and low temperatures recorded in Gaussville last week. On what day was the temperature range the greatest? Okay, so we'll just write range here, and then for each day of the week, we will calculate the range. So 5 to minus 3, so that's a range of 8. 0 to minus 10, that's a range of 10. Minus 2 to minus 11, that's a range of 9. Minus 8 to minus 13 is a range of 5, and finally minus 7 to minus 9 is a range of 2. Those of you that are living in warm countries get an idea of what kind of temperatures you get in Canada. If you have ever experienced this, please type a little comment below the video. If you have not, then boy, are you missing out. Anyhow, the range was greatest here, 10, and that day of the week is Tuesday. So that would be choice B for number 7. The numbers here are arranged in order from smallest to largest. The middle number is. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is we have to put these in decimal form, right? It just makes it so much easier to figure out. Some of these are already in decimal form, but the ones that are not, I'll just convert them. 2.05 repeat, that's already in decimal form, and 2 1/5 is 2.2. All right, let's arrange them from smallest to largest. The smallest looks like this 2.05, and then the next one 2.1, and then after that 2.2, and then 2.23, and then finally 2.33. So the middle one is this one, and 2.2 was 2 1/5, sorry. So 2 1/5 for number 8 is E. There are 30 students in Mr. McRoberts' class, grade 8 class. 1/3 of the students are girls. 3/4 of the boys play basketball, and the number of boys in the class who play basketball is. So in total, there's 30 students, and 1/3 of the 30 are girls, so that would mean 10 girls. And that means the remaining 20 are boys. And then 3/4 of those boys, so 3/4 times 20, are the ones that play basketball. And 3/4 of 20 is 60/4, which is 15. So there you go, 15 boys play basketball. And number 9 would be E. A different digit is inserted into each of the two boxes to make the equation true. The sum of the digits in the two boxes is. All right, let's figure this out. So 0.15 box plus 0.128 equals 20. So the first thing, let's just put all the numbers on one side, and that will be much easier for us to handle. So 20 minus 15.2 minus 1.52. That side becomes 3.28. All right. So now what we'll do is we'll put these in a way so that they become a addition question. So I've got 0.128, and this is a box, and the sum is 3.28, like this, 3.280, I guess, right? So here we go. So 8 plus something is equal to 0. All right, well, it's got to be a 2, right? Because if 8 plus 2 is 10, then you put the 0 there and carry the 1. So 1 plus 2 plus 5 is indeed 8, so that checks out. 1 plus 1 is 2, and therefore this box plus 0 is 3, therefore that's got to be a 3. So the numbers in the boxes are 3 and 2, and they want the sum of those digits. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So number 10 is A.